people care deeply about the Epstein files because there was a grisly crime that we know for a fact was committed. Epstein was convicted of that. It wasn't speculative. He was convicted of it. People feel that there's evidence of a cover-up. We're not inventing a conspiracy. There's evidence of a cover-up of this crime. Pam Bondi, as Attorney General, has exacerbated this trust. And it gives me no pleasure to say this because I like to give the benefit of the doubt to people that are on our side. But going back to that day at the White House in February, I haven't told this part of the story before. Attorney General Pam Bondi, when we met with her, we weren't at the White House to meet with her. We just met with her while we were there. Pam Bondi bragged to us about making that cover sheet on the binder, the one that read the most transparent administration in history. She said she had made it. She had printed it. She was proud of it. She placed it on that binder. Going to call that a severe lack of judgment would be the understatement of the year. There is no way in my mind, and I have tried every way to Sunday to square that behavior with the announcement that we got last night from the Department of Justice. Pam Bondi told us at the time, she said, I requested the Epstein files. The files in the binder were the ones given to me. Nothing was in them, she told us at the time. Then a whistleblower called her, she told us, and said the SDNY was hiding other files. That's the story, she told us, that there's been a deep state cover-up. So at the time, after we were given these binders, we waited, right? You give your side the benefit of the doubt. Maybe Pam Bondi will come up with the goods, even though the rollout was botched, to say the least. But this is another thing I have not discussed publicly before. She said she had not seen the SDNY documents at the time that she was telling us about them. I asked her directly that day in the White House. When she said, a whistleblower told us about these truckloads of SDNY documents, I said, have you seen them? She said, no, she sent the request and they're bringing them to her. So contextualizing all of this, suddenly this seems like unforgivable behavior. How could she give the American people, not just me, I don't care about how this impacts me, how could she give the American people those phase one binders that contains nothing, while at the same time bragging about the cover sheet that she made, the most transparent administration in history, and tell us that the SDNY had the real goods, that the binder was just proof of a deep state cover-up? That was the real story, she told us, only now to say, sorry, there's actually nothing. So it leaves us with this situation. What are the options? The options as, well, was she herself set up by some deep state FBI career officials trying to make a fool of her? It's possible, maybe even probable.
Possible.
But here's the thing. Mm-hmm. If you are smart, if you are savvy, if you are sharp enough to be the Attorney General of the United States, you verify such information. You don't assume its veracity and publicize it for clicks.